Let's talk about some of the prep you went into and how you felt doing all of that, how it felt, some of the thoughts went through your mind, different experiences, different obstacles. Just tell us your story.
Okay. Um, well, I will say first off, me hopping in halfway through Kate's prep uh, was also important.
Yeah.
That vital strength training that I did ahead of time.
Well, and seeing an event like that up close, pro tip for anybody wanting to get into any competition, whether it's 5K or strength training or anything, go see the event first.
Yeah, go watch one. Go to one.
You want to powerlift, go to a meet first. You want to do a strongman event, go to a show first. You want to do bodybuilding, go to a show first. You want to step in the ring and kickbox, watch a fight.
Get an idea of how it's all done.
Face to face, right up there, so you can be in the atmosphere and be around
100%.
it. Yep. So at least you know what to expect.
Yeah. So, but going through that training ahead of time, we had leading up to that one, we were doing static holds with the yoke with 400 pounds.
Yeah.
Before I even started my official prep for the meet that I did, for the contest that I did. So, that strength helped a lot because then at the contest we did, there was a yoke run.
And you had a lot of similar events too.
Yes, there was a lot of similar stuff being done, and so it just carried over into the next prep, and so I knew for sure I was going to be doing it, but I didn't know if anybody else was going to be doing it. There was 3 of us total that we had all kind of, 2 of them were on the fence of whether they were going to do it or not, but I for sure was going to do it, and 2 out of the 3 of us ended up actually competing in that one, and me and Kate ended up doing that one together, and that was a lot of fun. The training that we did, like I said, it covered all these different areas I didn't even know I was weak. Being able to point out, I obviously had not reached a peak, and I knew that there was a long ways to go.
Yeah.
And so doing that kind of training, there was so many lessons to learn.
And you did a lot of different things too.
Yeah, because within the Strongman, with that contest, there was 5 different events, whereas in powerlifting, there's only 3.
There's only 3, and with powerlifting, it's always the same 3, whereas Strongman, your next show, you're doing 5 completely different things.
This one actually has 4, this next one.
Oh, 4?
It's only 4,
okay, but they're all different
things.
But
it's all different events, so... Yeah. So the strength still carries over, but you have to learn completely new form.
Yeah, so let's talk about, just for a simple part of the segment, let's talk about what you did last time, and then without talking too much about what you're about to do, let's talk about what you're going to do this time so it kind of, people can understand, the difference. So if I'm remembering right, your last competition, you did you put a keg over your head.
Yep, a keg clean and press.
Keg clean and press to
an axle clean
and press, then to a log clean and press.
Yep, that was our press medley.
That was a press medley, all one event. So you had to do 3. You had to press and put over your head 3 different things.
3 different types of objects.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 3 different things: a keg, an actual beer keg with sand, and then an axle bar, which is just a bar that's about this big around, thick bar. And then a log, so you're holding it like this, and it's an actual log. So you had to put those different above your head. Mm-hmm. Another one was they called it the Trump deadlift. So you had 3 different weights to choose on the deadlift. One weight gave you 1 point per rep, another gave you 10 points per rep, another gave you 100 points per rep. So it's in your best interest to lift as heavy as you possibly can.
And I did.
Even if the top weight's just 1 rep, it's better than doing 10 reps at the next weight or 100 reps at the light weight. Yep. So you did that one. So that's 2 different events. Then you did a yoke switching into the frame. Yep. So that was 3. The 4th one was the bag toss. Then was a sandbag toss, so throwing it over a 12-foot thing. Yep. So you had 12 feet, you had to throw away
3 different bags.
3 different bags over.
As fast as I could.
Yep. And then the last one was just shouldering a bag, so you had to take a much bigger sandbag.
Yeah, it's really heavy.
Yeah, so those were the 5 different things you had to do that time. Mm-hmm. This time, just to show comparison, I'm trying to remember all of them. So you're doing the Ukrainian deadlift, mm-hmm. which is just you're picking up a keg with a chain or handle.
Pretty much deadlifting a keg, yeah.
With a certain apparatus on boxes. Then you're picking up the stones, which is a whole other thing. And then you're doing the battle rope, or you're pulling the rope.
Yeah, it's a arm over arm sled pull.
Yeah, sled pull. So you got the rope and you're pulling the sled. And then what was the 4th one?
Tire flips.
Tire flips. So yeah, completely different.
Totally different type of movements.
Yeah, so it does carry over, but now you got to learn the different movements and technique and finesse.
Exactly.